You're tired, but not the kind of tired that sleep can fix. You wake up exhausted. Small tasks feel impossible, and somewhere deep inside, you feel empty. This isn't laziness. This isn't weakness. Your brain is sending you a warning signal. Today, we're going to talk about 7 signs that your brain is emotionally exhausted. And then I'm going to show you God's exact protocol for recovery. Stay with me. This one could change everything. Scientists call it emotional exhaustion, but God knew about this condition long before neuroscience had a name for it. Let's start with the signs. Sign number 1. Small tasks feel impossible. Have you ever stared at an email for 20 minutes and still couldn't reply? That's not procrastination. That's an exhausted prefrontal cortex. When your brain is emotionally drained, the part responsible for decision-making literally goes offline. Simple choices feel like climbing a mountain. If brushing your teeth, replying to a message, or making a small decision feels overwhelming, your brain is telling you something. Sign number 2, emotional numbness. You used to cry at sad movies. You used to feel excitement. Now, nothing. Emotional numbness happens when your nervous system has been under stress for so long that it simply shuts down feelings to protect you. It's not that you don't care anymore. Your brain is in survival mode. It has turned off the lights to save energy. Sign number 3, irritability. You snap at the people you love most over small things, and then you feel guilty. When your brain's emotional regulation system is depleted, your amygdala, the brain's alarm system, becomes hypersensitive. Everything feels like a threat. Every small frustration becomes explosive. This isn't who you are. This is what exhaustion does to a brain under pressure. Sign number 4, brain fog. You walk into a room and forget why. You read the same sentence 3 times. You can't focus. This is brain fog, and it's one of the clearest signs of emotional exhaustion. Chronic stress floods your brain with cortisol, and too much cortisol literally shrinks the hippocampus, the part of your brain that handles memory and concentration. Your brain is not broken. It is overloaded. Sign number 5, social withdrawal. You cancel plans. You don't answer calls. Even people you love feel like too much effort. When we are emotionally exhausted, social interaction, which normally brings joy, starts to feel draining instead. Your brain doesn't have the bandwidth for connection anymore. It is using every last drop of energy just to survive the day. If you've been isolating, it's not that you've become cold. You've become empty. Sign number 6. You're exhausted, but you can't sleep. This is the cruelest sign. You're tired all day, but the moment you lie down, your mind races. Here's the science. Emotional exhaustion keeps your cortisol levels dangerously high, even at night. Cortisol is your stress hormone. When it stays elevated, your brain stays in alert mode. Sleep becomes impossible. Your body wants rest, but your nervous system doesn't know how to stop. Sign number 7, loss of motivation. Things you used to love, your hobbies, your goals, even your faith, feel distant, empty, pointless. This is your brain's dopamine system crashing. Chronic emotional stress depletes dopamine, the chemical that gives you drive, purpose, and joy. You haven't lost your passion forever. Your brain's reward system is running on empty. Now, here is where science and scripture align in a way that will give you chills. Jesus said, Matthew 11, verse 28, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." This isn't just spiritual comfort. This is neurological instruction. God designed rest into creation before sin ever entered the world. The Sabbath was not a religious rule. It was a brain reset protocol. Here's what happens when you practice true biblical rest. First, cortisol drops. When you stop striving and surrender your burdens to God, your nervous system begins to calm. Prayer and stillness have been scientifically shown to reduce cortisol levels. Second, your prefrontal cortex comes back online. Rest restores the decision-making, the empathy, the clarity that exhaustion stole from you. Third, dopamine rebuilds. When you rest in gratitude, worship, and peace, your brain starts producing dopamine again. Joy returns. Slowly, but it returns. God's protocol is simple, but it requires surrender. Stop performing. Stop striving. Stop trying to carry what was never yours to carry. Come to Him. Weary, broken, empty. That is enough. If you recognized yourself in even one of those signs today, this is your moment. Not to work harder, not to push through, to rest in Him. Leave a comment below. Which sign hit you the hardest? Tell me, number 1 through 7. Because you are not alone in this, and your brain is not broken. It just needs what God designed it for: rest. If this video helped you, share it with someone who needs to hear this today. And subscribe, because every week we renew our minds together. See you next time.